The parable of the dragnet, similar to the parable of the wheat and the weed. A dragnet, in contrast to a casting net, is dragged between two boats, and they collect everything on its way. The good and the bad, the useful and the useless, and all kind of creatures, not just a fish. Then there is a separation. And the separation happens automatically, in spiritual terms speaking. What is the dragnet? Or who is the dragnet? Jesus is the dragnet. Jesus is the dragnet. Between heaven and this earth, this dragnet, collecting everybody on his way. If you understand the Gospels, you will see Jesus is the dragnet collecting everybody on his way. The sinners and the saints and the prostitutes and the tax collectors, everybody in the net. Indiscriminate love. Everybody. You will never find the Lord rejecting anybody. Everybody is welcome. The Pharisees are welcome. Sadducees are welcome. Mary Magdalene is welcome. Zacchaeus is welcome. Matthew is welcome. Everybody is welcome. They're all taken in the embrace of God. Then some choose to leave and some choose to remain. God doesn't throw anybody out. You choose to jump into the hellfire yourself. God doesn't know. God cannot throw anybody. He doesn't ever throw anybody out. You choose to either to remain or to jump out. Peter chose to jump out, and then he had a good sense. He chose to jump back in. Judas thought of jumping out, then the pride made him stay where he chose to be. That is how life is. God doesn't ever send you or me to hell or to heaven. No. You choose. The free will from the beginning of creation, Adam and Eve, down to you and me, is all your. Don't blame God for anything. It's entirely, completely, absolutely your choice, your will, it's your choice. Free will. Hell or heaven, it is your choice. God has nothing to do with it. You choose. That's why make the choice every morning, every day. As Jordan Peters would say, tilt your life towards heaven every morning. Note this too, if you want some examples. A good example is Nicodemus. I like Nicodemus, the best example for one who is on a spiritual journey. A man on the search, who is after the truth. But after meeting Jesus, he realizes, I haven't got anything. A holy man, a righteous man, living a good life, a good Catholic, doing everything right. And then the Lord tells him, Nicodemus, you have to start anew. You haven't got anything. All your life counts for nothing. All your virtues, your devotions, your piety, nothing will Nicodemus. Be born again. Be born again. And there goes this old man, back to being a Pharisee again. But then he was allowing himself to be shaped by the potter. First reading today. The potter is at the wheel, but potter knows some of the pots may not come out good. What does he do? He reshapes them into something else. Here is Nicodemus. He realized, I haven't come out well. My 80 years of life wasted, but still life is not over. And he comes on Calvary to the foot of the cross to take Jesus to the tomb. An old man near his deathbed, but he was reshaped into something beautiful. A man who was born again, no concern about public opinion or his past life, and there that moment he was born again as a new creation, and he came again as a newborn child, carrying the glory of God. Nicodemus. He chose heaven at the end of his life. What about his life as a Pharisee? It was hell. If you meditate on that word, you will get the point. His life as a Pharisee, as a saint, was in fact a life of hell. What I mean to say is, if you choose to live according to your own terms, that heaven is like a claim. You live a good life and heaven is a claim. You have chosen hell. On the other hand, you choose God, your mercy. You shape me and form me according to your plan. Let your will be done. And then, like a Nicodemus, you're born again as a newborn child. The point is very simple. This is your choice for you and me every day. You can say to God, thy will be done. Oh, God will say to me today and at the last second of your life, your will be done.